Well, hello and welcome to this week's Komodo platform Town Hall for Thursday, May 20, 2021. It is crazy, wild times out there in crypto land, and we over here on the Komodo Discord, well, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to share today. I'm E. Giuliano. Uh, we're here with Artakush, Otto, Delton, and Jay Charming on the stage to share about Komodo in the news, events surrounding Komodo, social media activity relating to Komodo, and of course, the most amazing Komodo community. So Artakush has been putting together some activity surrounding that, and we'll hear from him. So other than that, I hope you're doing well. Once again, thanks for joining us. A special shout outs to those of you in the Discord here, Cryptodamus, Eureka John, my favorite Komodo live stream bot, Mr. Freeman, Redbeard, Smurfed, Zoki Zoke, Buttery Gold, Jack, Jansako, and Lex Baba. I forgot, oh, and Andy just showed up. Welcome, Andy. You're late. All right, I'm kidding. Welcome. Okay, we're going to move on now. You've heard enough from me, and we are desperate to hear about some of this news. I heard something about the GleecDEX. Anyway, Delton, how's it going? And take us away for Komodo in the news.
Yeah, it's going well. Like you said, like fresh off the presses is the news about GleecDEX. So this was originally published by B in Crypto and then later syndicated on Yahoo Finance. So it talks about how Visa payment solution Gleek launches decentralized atomic swap exchange. So Gleek Coin is using the Komodo Atomic DEX API to build their own custom decentralized exchange. It's on the Komodo Atomic DEX network. Gleek is also doing a lot of cool stuff where they're adding a Visa debit card integration. So basically, you can purchase crypto with fiat on GleecDEX. And this is really exciting because, yeah, they're using Komodo's atomic swap technology. But also, this is kind of a relationship that's been forming over the past year, maybe even less than that. So last year, Gleek decided to use Komodo's DPAL network for 51% attack security. And now they're actually going to have this kind of decentralized migration where they're moving from their old blockchain network to a Komodo smart chain. So yeah, that's a big collaboration going on, and very excited to welcome Gleek Coin to the Komodo ecosystem and the Komodo family. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Welcome. That is huge news. And I'm hoping that the people who have been looking forward to some sort of disclosures of information that were not previously disclosable, I'm not sure if this is one of them, but you know what? This sounds like incredible news. And what I really like to hear about it is the relationship building. And so congratulations to everybody who's been working towards this on all sides. And yeah, looking forward to what's to come. Alrighty, awesome. Oh, that feels
I
great,
think,
doesn't it?
yeah, I think this is a trend. So keep an eye on for more.
Yeah, this is definitely the trend for Komodo, and well, it's definitely thanks to everyone's hard work and passion and dedication. All right, moving on. Delton, what up next?
So next up, we have a commentary from CA333 Komodo CTO Kadan Stadelman. So this is talking about what happened yesterday with the prices of basically the entire crypto market kind of crashing there, kind of having a correction. So this piece specifically is for finder.com AU. So it's talking about the Ethereum price crash. So we have a nice quote here. It says ETH was overdue for a correction considering the massive run up we saw over the past month. It's only natural that the price in terms of USD value will drop more percentage wise. Regardless, Ethereum has received a lot of positive attention and large outflows from centralized exchanges, which indicates that large players are at least planning to hold ETH for the long term. This is further incentivized by Ethereum 2.0 and its support for staking. So yeah, this is a nice commentary here from CA333. Yeah, glad to see that.
Wow, yes, definitely hold on to your hats, folks, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe. And next up, we have news about the mandatory Komodo Damon update before June 14th, 2021. So we're already in contact with several exchanges so they can update their daemons and have this information to support the upcoming hard fork. So the hard fork is named 0.7.0, aka Medusa. So it's going to bring a lot of cool things, as you can see in this blog post, all the different things involved in the changelog. And this is going to support Komodo's switch from Bitcoin notarizations to Litecoin notarizations for all blockchains that use Komodo's DPAL network for 51% attack security. So yes, this is something to be prepared about. And if you need instructions for updating the CLI daemon, it's also available in this blog post. So just follow them and you'll be able to support this upcoming hard fork. Yeah, so that's
Excellent.
pretty much it for Komodo in the news.
Well, then, thank you very much, Delton. And please continue to bang out those great articles that you do, blog posts and all such. And everybody keep looking out for Delton's informative articles and blog posts and such, because we are definitely blessed to have them. I don't know if anybody else notices the frequency, but it's quite high, relatively speaking. So thanks, Delton. And we're going to move on. So now the next thing that we're going to take a listen to is Mr. Otto, who will help us with some events talk here. Okay, Otto, why don't you help us out here? We have some interesting things coming up. What's going on?
Yeah, and I want to thank Black Panther for actually asking about this. So there's the June conference has been on the marketing roadmap for end of June. And also shout out to anyone, like if you want to ask something, then you can ask us anytime. You can use the roundtable channel and we will try to get questions answered. If you can't get them yet, then we'll answer them on some another day, another week. But I can, because this question was asked, so I can provide now an update on this conference and what's going on. So we had planned a conference at the end of June, which would be like an online event where we discover and announce like what's to come, how far have we come so far in this year, and we'll be working with other communities and projects and having interesting speakers, some sort of theme going on. This was the plan, and now I have some great news. So we're actually going to upgrade this entire event. So what we are planning is an actual on-site event that's happening somewhere in the world, to be revealed later. And also the date is to be revealed. However, we need a bit more time because of this upgrade, so it's not going to be happening in June. It's going to happen in the second half of this year. As soon as we have more details and we lock in more of the decisions, then we will make some follow-up announcements on what this all is about. But however, so when it comes to June, we are of course looking to make a live stream as promised. It's not going to be in the full scale of like an online event or a conference. So at the moment, what we are thinking within the marketing team is that we are just making like a Komodo mid-year project update, as that end of June marks like a good milestone and a good point for us to reflect on how far we came this year and what's going to be happening in the remaining of the year, and maybe also dropping some more info about the on-site event and possibly other things as well on the event. So look forward to that happening at the end of June. Exact date will be announced in a few weeks when the month changes. And then other news. So let me just glance over. So I'm looking at the forum, and at the forum there's yet another job opportunity for grabs. I think we have had this weekly, so definitely if you are looking for work, so just keep an eye on the Comodo forum job board. So in this case, the dev team is looking for blockchain Rust developer. So check out all the details on the post found on Comodo forum, forum.comodoplatform.com. apply by sending the email to jobs@comodo.com. As usual, for more info, reply to the thread in the forum, or there's a number of ways to get more info if you need. So apply, let your friend know. We need more people. Team is scaling up. A lot of cool stuff happening. And regarding that, I also want to mention that yeah, we're working for the website update and their full team page, so we can showcase the entire team with yeah, and now the new people who have been joining lately. So really, we look forward to updating also the community on that and showing more to faces of Komodo overall. And then, so I have one more thing to point out before I move the microphone to someone else. So this month, so in May, so there's the main schedule that Delton writes each month. So you can find this from the forum, I mean from the Comodo blog. We have a live stream event update from our marketing team coming up at the end of this month. So next week, next Thursday, 1800 UTC, we will talk about what we achieved during our May marketing sprint. And we have two major focus areas this sprint. Komodo messaging upgrade, how we tell the story of Komodo. That might be also something we talk about during this event. And also we will talk about that in our community hangouts that Articus will cover later. And another aspect we're focusing on is Komodo visual style upgrade. Maybe upgrade the website also to a more modern look. Thinking of way to insert like the human element to our branding. That's a big goal for us, and hopefully we have something to show already on this event next week. But in either case, we are expanding the website a little bit with new pages, new content. So we're going to be introducing Komodo Atomic API and what that all is about. We have a page for it that is currently in production. And so please put the event to the calendar, so you will be hearing more from our entire marketing team and what we have been working on. And from our end, things are going great, and we're making a lot of progress. So I think that concludes my update for this week. So back to you, Juliano.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Otto, for all of that information. And we're looking forward to what you put together for June. And yeah, other than that, remembering just a reminder about that Rust developer. So calling any Rust developer, if you're interested, apply within. Hey, Artikush, hello. And Artikush here is also with us to share about community activities. So Artikush, take it away.
Oh, hello. This week was pretty busy, and I like it. These are the first week that I integrate with the Komodo team. I cannot enjoy it more than I am now. We added an additional hangout time on Wednesdays, 12 p.m. UTC. We also added a weekly habit that we're going to do with Otto, which is a video where we're going to present the topics, what we're going to talk about. We're still trying things out, so if you have any feedback, you're more than welcome. Also wanted to thank Krabby Patty for giving some feedback on the video. Besides that, we had quite a few community contributor calls this week. We had a community contributor call with Eureka John, who's making videos about Komodo also at this point on YouTube. We spoke to Keijo, who's a Spanish community ambassador, searching ways to build community core members to grow and learn about Komodo tech. That was one of the problems that I spoke a little bit earlier, where the focus was more about grabbing a quick coin rather than building up your skills to progress and learn about the blockchain community. We also had a community call with a Mr. Freeman, who's interested in blockchain tech solutions. He already had quite a few connections with our team members, and also had a guest appearance in Pirate Chain Hangouts. That's one of the other topics that I was interested in this week, which I joined a Veriscoin hangout, and I enjoyed Mike out talking about the technology which he's progressing in and how they're moving as a blockchain. I also joined, not necessarily joined, but actually listened to the Pirate Coin hangout. They're a vibrant community, which is always interesting to look at and be aware of. For another thing, just wanted to highlight the Junior Developer Program, which is live now. And if there's anyone who wants to learn more about blockchain technology, they should most definitely apply for this program. There's 3 levels to it. It's a main course. You have dessert afterwards, and there's a bomb besides that. And I think another thing that we were talking for the last week was the Komodo design direction, which Otto already kind of introduced quite briefly. We're working with quite a few designers, to see what kind of outcome we come up with, especially with seeking into ways of vaporwave design, elements including into the design. So if any of you have feedback, that is more than welcome to take a look and have a chat about it. And join the hangouts. Wednesday 12 p.m. UTC, Thursdays 3 p.m. UTC.
Yeah, I look
Awesome.
forward to sharing the latest
Yeah.
on the hangouts and
Yeah.
getting like community feedback. So please join the hangouts and let us know what you think. And also those are the ways to get more involved with the community and maybe start working with our team as well, like many have done so far already.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is really exciting times. There's so much going on and so much available to anybody who wants to tap into it. There's something for everyone here, and I really appreciate the marketing team for just basically making it happen like that and putting it out there for everyone, and then everyone in the community for doing this and participating and giving of yourselves and looking for ways to contribute. I think is beautiful and wonderful, and that's what's going to carry Komodo forward for the years, right? And so here we go. And yeah, thank you, Artikush, for your efforts and continued efforts, and looking forward to hearing the next update next week. And now we're going to move over to Mr. Jay Charming, the one and only, and he's going to share with us about some social media activity. So Jay Charming, welcome, and what's going on?
Heyo. Got some great tweets and social media activity coming out this week. We've also been talking more in the team and in the marketing department about creating a better reactive strategies, which means that we're actually looking to start prioritizing even more of our social media, so that when events happen and the Delton writes out blogs like the recent Atomic DEX and the 100% uptime with it versus the exchanges, which all went into collapse the minute the price plummeted, that we can get that spread a little bit better and easier, like in some reactive styles, and do some more news trackings.
Nice, good.
Yeah, and speaking of which, that is the very first one that came up. So the Delton did this really, really great article just in response to the exchange, to the price action that was happening this past week, where there was this massive plummet from the percentage drop for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of the crypto ecosystem. And what had happened on some of the major centralized exchanges, on most of them, is that suddenly they all go into server maintenance and nobody can access their trades and figure out what's going on. Lots of people had stuff on the order books that apparently did not even get triggered when it was, yeah. And there is suspicion that, like, there's been long-term suspicion in our space that when these kind of major price action movements happen and the centralized exchanges shut down, that what they're actually doing is they're allowing their preferred market makers to step into a better position in order to basically like get to scoop up the best position and then reopen the gates to everybody out there. I mean, this is just like a widely known thing that's been going on for years. Is like Coinbase will go down when like the price action is just too hot.
The future is non-custodial.
Yeah, the future is non-custodial. So the Delton wrote up this really great article, which got some great communication out there, and it's already been getting shared out. 30 retweets, 4 quote tweets, 83 likes, talking about like this idea that even 0.2% downtime, even as especially when it's the most critical downtime, like is just too much. It's just unacceptable. It's an article saying, let's take a look at how Atomic DEX uptime compares to centralized exchanges. So props on that fast turnaround for the newsjacking from our director of content, Delton.
Yeah, see, there you go. I guess that's what I was meaning earlier. That's the feeling I get. So thank you, Delton, for all of that. All right, Jay Charming, so yeah, we could probably talk about this for an hour or more, but because it's incredible stuff, and but we're gonna probably move on here. So what else is there?
Yeah, so we've got 2 more. One is from CryptoTune at Jacobstune, which is talking about the enhancements in the Komodo platform hard fork coming up. It is saying some sick enhancements coming up in the coming KMD Komodo platform hard fork. We've got the new season 5 notaries, we've got improvements, we've got ZHTLC support, which as far as I know, that has to do with the idea of Pirate DEX coming along and Pirate being able to be integrated in an atomic swap way. If there's somebody here that knows more about it, maybe they could speak on it. And then, it says, yeah, in the tweet it says, especially in the last one is a rather big one that will allow atomic swaps between R and other coins on Atomic DEX, which is pretty huge.
Yep, that is huge.
And just to remind everybody, to remind everybody that does know and help those that are tuning into this that don't know and are starting to learn about Komodo, anything that helps one of the what's being dubbed the branded dexes out there, so Pirate DEX or GleecDEX, which was recently released and announced this week, or DogeDEX, anything that helps one of those dexes also helps Atomic DEX. Like in this system, all of the dexes help each other. So liquidity on one DEX is transferred to the decentralized order books on another DEX. So as each project, as we're seeing like projects start to adopt Atomic DEX as like a copy paste solution for their own multi-coin software wallet that has just the capability of doing decentralized exchanges via atomic swaps. We have these different DEXs by Komodo, and they all feed into each other in this big decentralized distributed system. So it's great.
Yeah, amazing. And props to the originators of this tech and the people who keep moving it forward and basically making it what it is to the point of this recent news update, whatever, these ZHTLCs, or, we don't need to go into the tech. And I'm definitely not one to be telling it. I'm more like one to be asking it. So incredible stuff to everybody involved, and thank you all. And keep moving it forward. And thanks to Jacobstune for those awesome tweets. And yeah, keep going there, Jay Charm.
Yep, and I got one more. This is from the WazerX, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchange in India, at WazerX India. So we've got the KMD deposits via Binance Wallet is live. Deposit Komodo platform, the KMD on WazerX via Binance at 0 fee. Spread the word. So this is a new thing added for KMD as far as like use case and like where it's integrated with and everything else. So we are now available via the Binance, via the live Binance wallet through WazerX in India.
Awesome. That is also big news. Is just so there's a good reach for Komodo, and it's a lasting foundational type of reach. Let's see. This is wonderful. And anybody who's concerned about the DEX situation and even the KMD situation just needs to trust in the process. And this is definitely a process, and I trust in it. So I hope you all do too. And I can see those of us who are trying to add our contributions in one way or the other, even if it's just listening or participating in the Discord. We trust this process at least enough to be here. So thank you. Yeah, Jay Charming, did you want to say anything?
I do. I actually have one more thing. It's something new I'd like to start doing during these Thursday town halls as we get in listeners and everything else. And I do this like social media review, whether it's coming from Twitter, Reddit, or somewhere else, is that these are the highlight tweets, like part of the biggest things that have come out during the week. So I would really, if you're listening in, go ahead and retweet, comment, go ahead and like that information on there, like spread it around. Like these are the things that help help get KMD some viral success here. So I'm just gonna like do another +1, like add it onto this Thursday Town Hall platform. So like if you haven't seen these before and if you haven't retweeted them, if you're not sharing them in your local social media, go ahead and do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop these tweets into the roundtable so that they're easy to find and then you can route to them. And if you're not on Twitter, go ahead and share them on Reddit, share them on somewhere else, like wherever you can, like these social media things that we hit from week to week. I'm going to start asking that, and we get them spread around to wherever we can. So thank you
And
everybody
you know
that's
what?
listening and doing that.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what, too? Just even like to one person that you know, just random or anything, because anything, if they hear it and they know about it, just the more that it gets out into the consciousness of people, like something about a DEX or whatever,
Yeah,
these things could make a difference in time. And we don't know how
that's
people
how.
that's how people ripen, and this
Yeah,
is how Komodo can ripen as well. And I think also definitely something like the combination of the GleecDEX article and the atomic DEX versus the centralized non-exchanges is a great combo to share with people as well. Anyway, yeah, good stuff, everyone. I hope you feel as blessed as I do to be witnessing all of this. So yeah, good stuff. Any last words, Jay Charming? Because then we're moving on to the
I
outro.
don't think I have anything else. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you too. And all right, that will be it for us. If you are interested to MC any of these weekly town halls, get in touch with Otto, let him know, and come share your voice with us. We'd love to hear from you. And if you are in the audience, stick around. We're going to have some hangout time, even if it's just a little bit. We'll see what we've got for you. But because, you know, all these guys doing so much work, there's probably at least one or two things going on later too. And I know you are all so busy as well. So thank you very much for being here and joining us for this one. It's been a bit of a maybe longer one this week, but we really appreciate you being here. And I think it's been a lot of great news. And oh, shout out, there's Polycrypto Blog. And thanks, Paco and Lex Baba, Jan Psycho, Jack, Buttery Gold, Dr. Kush, Toki Zolk, Smurfed, Sinus Ass. I hope I pronounced that correctly. R&I, Redbeard, Phidias, Nucleod, Mr. Freeman, Mitos or Mitos, Minigunner, Crisco 43, Keith to the Gate, Eureka John, Delta Zulu, Crypto Donis, Carlos D, and Andy. And then we're going to say goodbye to Komodo Livestream Bot and bye to everyone else for now. Take care this week. See you, hear you, talk to you soon. Bye.
Don't break your thumb.